Alright, so I'm going to try Pokemon Crystal Clear version. Um, I've played it, I tried it like a few years ago. Um, I didn't get very far, I didn't do very much, but I thought the concept was really cool. Um, if you don't know, this is sort of an open world version of Pokemon Crystal. Um, Lots of quality of life improvements. Um, it has a built-in Nuzlocke mode, which will like automatically kill your Pokemon or release them, I guess. It will not let you catch a Pokemon in an area that you've already caught a Pokemon. Um, and they've done lots of like improvements. They fixed a lot of glitches. Um, in Gen 2, the Pokeballs were like notorious for not doing what they were supposed to do, and a lot of them like did the exact opposite. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this. Um, I didn't play a whole lot of Gold and Silver when I was a kid. I was mostly like a Red and Blue version. Played a lot of Fire Red. I've played like through Emerald. I've played through a lot of the newer ones. I've played X and Y. I beat Scarlet and Violet. Legends Arceus was fun. So I don't know. I kind of like to get into some ROM hacks. I've Nuzlocked Fire Red a few times, and I always have a fun time with that. And I always think of like new ideas. But this is going to be a game that like I said, I've played before. I've played Gold and Silver before. I know a lot of the Mons from that generation, but I've never really played this like all the way through this particular ROM hack. So I'm gonna just try to Nuzlocke it the first time. I'm gonna do most of the normal Nuzlocke rules. Um, as I start a new file, I made one earlier just to like make sure I had everything right on like streaming and stuff. But I'm just gonna start a new game and do everything from scratch. And definitely we're gonna select Nuzlocke mode. Start a new game in Nuzlocke mode. Options can be configured later. The following will be disabled: linking, Stadium 2, AI miss clauses, daycare, laptop, and applicator. I don't even know what an applicator is, so there's going to be a lot of this game. It's going to be like new to me as I go. We don't need to explain the Nuzlocke. Everyone, I'm sure, knows what it is. I read through this earlier. Um, no, I already read this earlier. I'll just kind of go through it as I go. Um, Game over when whiting out. Yes, we're going to enable that. Allow capture of shinies regardless. Yes, I like having that shiny clause, even though it's still like 1 out of 8,000, whatever. Probably won't see any, but if I do, I'm not gonna miss up on that. Not gonna miss on that chance. Um, Shiny Pokemon can faint once. I'm going to keep that disabled. Um, I think the fun part about Nuzlocke is the punishing aspect of it, and that would really suck losing a shiny Pokemon. I think the shiny Gyarados is still available. I don't know if I can catch that. I mean, it's like an event encounter, so I don't know if I can do that and a Pokemon in like the Rage Lake or whatever it's called. Duplicate Pokemon are treated as failed encounters. If I enable that, that means let me just read what it says. When disabled, if the first Pokemon that you encounter in a new area is the same species as the one that you still have, don't count it as the first encounter. That's exactly what we want, so we want to leave it disabled. Oh, okay, so like if I catch an Eevee and I evolve it into like, Jolteon or something, then could I catch another Eevee and evolve it into a Vaporeon, or can I only catch a Vaporeon? Or, any other evolution. I guess I'm gonna leave that enabled. Duplicate Pokemon are treated as... No, I'm gonna leave it disabled. Because if I I don't want to miss out on an encounter just because I already have that species, so I'll leave it disabled. Um, limit experience growth based on badges. I think that just means I can't overlevel. I'm going to enable that one. Scale stat EXP of opponents. Oh yeah. So like, um, the trainers will have EVs. Most Pokemon games, they don't have EVs. The trainers don't, and like the gym leaders don't. So that's why most Pokemon games end up being really, really easy. If it's going to be a Nuzlocke, it needs to be punishingly difficult. I don't want it to be set at maximum, because that means I have to EV train every single new Pokemon I have, and that's just not fun. But yeah, scaling with badges, I think that makes a lot of sense. Randomized starter choice. I want to disable that. I want to be able to just choose my first starter. If I do another run or a different Nuzlocke, I'll do some kind of randomizer if that's what people want. But for now, I'm just going to leave that disabled. Prevent capturing certain species. I'm going to disable that, especially because this is my first time through Crystal Clear. You know, if I get some kind of legendary or whatever, I don't want to not be able to catch it. So I'm just going to leave that disabled. Prevent the use of items in battle. I'm definitely going to enable that. And I'm enabling the prevention, because I don't want to use items in combat. I'm not a bitch. So prevent held items. We're going to leave those. We're going to leave that disabled. I want to be able to use held items. EXP share has no effect. I'm gonna leave that disabled. I want to be able to use the XP share. You know, I'll up the difficulty on another time. You know, if this ends up being too easy, I'll just won't use it. Prevent running from battles. I should be able to run. That's ridiculous. Prevent asking to switch. Yeah, enable that. Again, I don't want to play on easy mode. Don't allow these to fly. That's ridiculous. One of the best parts of the game is getting HMO 2 and being able to fly around. I remember when I was like in 7th grade, and that's the thing I wanted the most. I just wanted to be able to fly around on the Pidgeotto that I caught a Pidgey, and I had a Pidgeotto, and it wasn't a Pidgeot yet, and all I wanted to do was be able to fly around. That was the best part of the game. So absolutely, I'm keeping that. Done. Yes. Again, I don't know Johto, the Johto region, nearly as well as I know Kanto, so I'm going to start in Kanto. I really like how, like, when I pick the town that I start in, it tells you the difficulty. Like, obviously, I don't really want to start... I'm assuming that means that's the level of the Pokemon in the surrounding areas, so I think I'm just going to keep it fun. I'm going to start in Pallet Town. It'll be nice and easy. Sounds great to me. Excuse me. This is such a cool little feature that they added in this game, is that you can, like, choose the sprite. I've played other games that let you do that, but they allow you to, like, change the color of their hair and their clothes, and it's just really cool. So I kind of already decided I want to use silver. So model. I'm gonna switch to. Part of me thinks it'd be fun to be Gary. That would be fun. I'm just gonna go with the model of silver. Then I'm going to. Do that. Okay, so I've chosen that sprite. Skin color. A little bit lighter on the skin color. Oof. Yeah, it's just the skin. This is fine. And then this is for his hair. Yeah. That silver would have like silvery blue hair. I like it. It's like a platinum sort of hair. I love it. I don't really care about this. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. I'm just gonna keep it as crispy. Again, this is a true Nuzlocke, so I have to nickname every single Pokemon that I catch. Oh yeah, you can pick what kind of backpack you want. I looked through these. There's a lot of really great options, but I think I just want like standard red. Yes. So like, this is crazy. I don't even know. I'm just gonna keep it all red for now. I think I think I can change this later. Selecting my starter. The very first Pokemon I ever chose, I played on one of my friends' games, and he was just like, "You can play, but just don't save the game. Don't save it." And I understood, and I wasn't gonna mess up the save file. And I definitely chose Charmander at the beginning. And I remember I didn't know that you could like catch more Pokemon. I thought that was like my one choice for the entire game. Before Pokemon, I'd only played like a few other RPGs. Like I remember I played Final Fantasy I at one of my babysitter's houses, and so I always liked math, and I was like all the stats and the numbers and stuff. So yeah, this is just gonna be a nostalgic adventure for me, so I'm going to choose Charmander. It might be kind of basic, I don't care. Yes, choose Charmander. Yeah, I like that it has you catch him instead of like a professor just giving you one. That's fun. What time is it? It is 6:49 at night. 6:50, just now turned to 6:50, so I think this is supposed to match exactly the time of my laptop, I guess. It is Thursday. I think I can skip this. I'll just read it. Hey there, guys, it's your old pal, Shockslayer, and today I'm going to tell you about Crystal Clear. This text will cover the basics, but I encourage you to read the documentation online. Number 1, the world has been opened up. There are less restrictions traveling and navigating areas within the game. New services and pathways have been added as well. Number 2, the game scales with badges. I do think that's a neat concept. I've always kind of wondered, I always thought it was ridiculous, like when you go and fight Brock, he's supposed to be a gym leader, and he has a Geodude and an Onix. And, you know, the Onix is level 14. Like, how can that be a gym leader? Anybody could be that. So, I like that all of the gym shaders basically sort of have, like, a preset team, and it's like, it scales down to how many badges you already have. So if you have 6 badges, Brock will have a completely different team, and, you know, it'll actually be, like, worthy of a trainer who already has 6 badges. And I think it goes all the way up to 16 badges, so if you have, like, every single badge, both in Johto and Kanto, you can come back and fight Brock, and he'll have, like, a stacked out team. I don't know, I have no idea what it will be, or, you know, if it's still just the 2, or if he has, like, 5 or 6. I guess we're gonna find out. Gyms can also be re-challenged at any unlocked level by talking to the Pokeball statue. Please note that certain trainers related to the story events will not scale, such as the Sages in Sprout Tower or the Kimono Girls. I don't even really. I mean, I remember the Sage Tower, but I don't really remember the Kimono. I think those are the. They have like Umbreon and Espeon, I think. Number 3, new features. A good start is checking out the options in music menus. You'll be given a Dex tracker, which can be enabled to allow chaining, a method for hunting competitive or shiny Pokemon, which I don't really care about this run. I'm just doing a straight up Nuzlocke, nothing fancy. If I get a Pokemon with shitty IVs, I gotta work with it. Or I guess they're EVs in Gen 2 still. I don't remember this. You'll notice that after you get your starter, you'll be asked to save. Combined with the new Quick Continue feature, this will allow you to reset for a shiny much faster. Again, I don't really care that much for shiny checking. Maybe if I was doing like a full playthrough, but this, I mean, I might do a bunch of shiny hunting for one Pokemon and then lose it. I'd really rather not waste all that kind of time. Gift Pokemon, like the starter, have increased odds to be shiny. That's fun. I do like that. However, all other encounters are still, 1 out of 8,192. So, most likely I won't be finding any shinies, but, I don't know, let's see if I have any luck. Certain events like releasing a roaming Pokemon will now show the overworld sprite as shiny. And we'll play this out. I don't know why you would want to release them. I don't know if that, like... Are they saying that if you release a roaming Pokemon and then catch it again, it's going to be shiny? I don't know if that's what it means. A handful of new or restored areas have been added. None are required to finish the game. Number 5. Non-canon stuff is tucked away. That's fun. I like that. This means that with the exception of the Elite Four, all of our new stuff will be optional. Okay, nice. I still will probably end up wanting to do it. Hopefully I don't run anything that's gonna like wipe my team and then have to start completely over. That would suck. All 251 Pokemon are available to catch or obtain in some way. The Pokédex has been completely reworked and now contains more information than ever. Detailed encounter data and info on legendary side quests can be found there. That's really cool because, like, the Gen 2 side quests and stuff, I don't really know, and I'd like to try to figure this out. It's I live in the Midwest. It's like storming really bad. We had a lot of really bad storms yesterday and like 4 or 5 days ago, and these shouldn't last that long, but it's gonna rain for like another 2 or 3 hours. I'm on a laptop though, so it doesn't even matter if I lose power. Number 7. It's a lot of things are changed in this app. This ROM hack is still compatible with the original games. Oh yeah, so like if you wanted to like load this onto a flash cart, you could actually trade Pokemon with a legitimate gold, silver, and crystal copy, which that's a neat thing. I do have a flash cart. I mean it's a Game Boy Advance flash cart, so I don't know if this would work on there. Maybe. This includes Pokemon Stadium 2, which I don't even have, which has been tricked to believe you've already caught 150 Pokemon, so you can easily transfer without limitations. I've never really played Pokemon Stadium 2. I've played a little bit of the very first one, so I don't really know what they're talking about, but it was important enough for them to include it in this app. A lot of things are renewable. This includes roaming Pokemon, any stationary encounters, and gift Pokemon. So I can get multiple copies of a gift Pokemon, potentially. Or a legendary. Most of these are reset by beating the Elite Four. Okay, so when I beat the Elite Four, I have an opportunity to go back and receive another copy of something. But, I mean, if I Nuzlocke the game and I beat the Elite Four, that's kind of the end. So, I don't even know if I'm going to mess around with that. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to beat this game. This game could kick my ass terribly. Be sure to check out the help info in the Moves tab in the Pokédex, as it lists where all the move tutors and other helpful NPCs are located. That's good, because I would definitely like to know where the move tutors are, including HMs. Number 9. You can have a Pokemon follow you. Oh yeah, so any Pokemon can follow you. They have their own individual sprites. Let's just get through this. They also gain happiness a little faster, so you could pick like a baby Pokemon as one of your starters, like Pichu or like Cleffa. And like I think Electakid was an option, which honestly probably would have been a good idea. It's fine. Let's just stick with Charmander. You can skip this text next time by pressing select after setting the time. Good to know. Enjoy the game. I don't think it has like Hyper Fang or something. I think I'm just gonna go for the bite. Oh shit! Shit! Okay, I gotta swap. I have to swap.